Hi, my name is Nook. Let's get into the Goron regional phenomenon Tears of the Kingdom. If you end up liking the video, like the video, and let me know down below. I'd love to talk to you. First off, we need to be flame-proof. If you've acquired enough rupees to purchase the flame-proof armor in Goron City, then you're good to go. Otherwise, you can cook a flame-proof potion after catching Elden Canyon's flame-proof lizards or smotherwing butterflies, or buying them from Beetle at South or East Akala Stable. Armored or invigorated, make your way to the northeast part of the map, toward Death Mountain, and ultimately Goron City. If you don't have the mission yet, you should be able to activate it by speaking to Pyrrha at Lookout Landing. Once you've arrived, you'll find that the Goron population has become addicted to corrupted rock roast, which is being mined and pushed by Big Bad Yunobo, who claims to be taking orders from our missing princess. After investigating the sick Goron and meeting Yunobo, make sure to grab the shrine at the top of the hill, located similarly to where the shrine was in Breath of the Wild. North of the shrine, you'll find a rail leading to Yunobo's dumb, creepy face. Nearby are some carts you can easily use, or you can kill 2 loft wings with 1 talus by talking to a little acorn-headed Goron friend over here. He simply wants a ride down the rail and doesn't know how to make the cart move. What a stupid idiot. That school in Hoteno needs to start an outreach program. Stat! Well, until then, snatch his cart, attach your desired method of travel, and talk to the charity case to reach Yunobo. Once across the rail, you'll find flameproof armor in a cave on the left for a whopping 700 rupees and our next plot point in the cave to the right. Inside, you'll find Yunobo talking to Princess Zelda, but the mask drives our old Goron friend to attack. In this fight, Yunobo will roll at Link, first charging up, then charging forward. By locking on with your shield button, you should be able to sidestep Yunobo's attack from far enough away. Don't get greedy and you'll have the opportunity to bust up the mask. Repeating the process for the classic 3rd time's a charm will free Yunobo, bringing him back to his senses, and for better or worse, making him your companion. I mean companion, that was a typo. I decided to keep in because if you know, you know. I can do it! Yunobo's power of fire will allow you to aim and launch our old Goron friend at destructible obstacles or act as a weapon in combat, even from vehicles. Follow your quest marker up Death Mountain by climbing or getting creative with that rail that spirals upward toward your destination. And before meeting with Yunobo, make sure to grab the shrine underneath the platform. Otherwise, you'll have to deal with this thing. Miragia spits gigantic boulders from gross, wormy mouth tentacles sticking out of Death Mountain, but he's got like really rad music. I suggest pulling up a dialogue box and sitting a spell on this one. Okay, Miragia's cool and all, but vibes aside, he's gotta die. By grabbing one of the propelled wings nearby, you'll be able to take flight and use your new super not annoying or in my view at all ability to launch Yunobo at the Gross Vibe Worm, sinking the top of Death Mountain to a crater that leads down to the depths and the Fire Temple. Your quest marker will lead you to Yunobo, who's posted up next to a light root. From here, you'll have to traverse a bit of the depths to reach the temple. Make sure you have a hearty supply of splash fruit or something similar to create platforms to deal with the lava, or make the holy grail of Tears of the Kingdom engineering, the hover bike. If you haven't built a hover bike, let's do that. First off, you'll need 3 Zonai devices, 2 fans and 1 steering stick. Set your fans blow side down along with your steering stick. Ultra hand the steering stick into a 45-degree angle and attach the back end to the edge of one of your fans. It should look like this. Next, rotate your build so that the steering stick standing stage is level with the ground. Attach the stick to the fan and voila! The hover bike. It might take a couple of attempts to get the alignment just right, but once you tune that, it's a smooth ride. Until you run out of battery. However you decide to cross the depths, the Fire Temple awaits. When you arrive, you will be met with a cutscene where Zelda totally isn't getting smaller. She's walking away, you guys, okay? Bust open the Rock of Lies, and inside you'll find an unpowered elevator on your left, which we'll get to shortly. Before we continue, Zelda needs to get sucked into a giant egg. Attempting to open the gate makes it clear that it's securely locked by 5 gongs across the temple. Putting the big locked totally not a boss door behind us, head up the ramp, deal with the robot, and jump across. Well, and safely jump across the lava river. Use the constant flow of stone slabs to build yourself a bridge across the next pool to find a minecart on a looping set of track. By shooting the glowing gong medallion, you can change tracks and proceed onward. Switching, moving, and manipulating tracks is key to getting through this temple. You'll want to have a bunch of arrows, or you might have to get creative with your new ability via Goro Bro. After freeing yourself from the loop, you'll come to a stop next to a switch. Go ahead and hop out of the cart here and head left from where you entered. Deal with the like, and you'll see a large corrupted rock down the broken path. You can build a bridge for Yonobo, or I found this rock you can ramp him off of. If you have difficulties getting Yonobo to follow, walking close to the gong will prompt a small scene and teleport him to you. On the way back to the minecart, keep to the left wall and climb the debris to find a chest with diamond inside. Back where the gate stopped you, your previous ride probably got jacked during the cutscene, so to proceed, hit the switch to lift the blockade, grab a new cart, and watch out for the corrupted rock on the rail as you exit. If it's difficult to bust the corrupted rock on the rail while in motion, try doing it from the platform before activating the cart. On the rail ahead, you'll be ambushed by archers in carts of their own. Constructs, despite being made of rock or metal, seem to really dislike fire, and arrows immediately become fire arrows in this area. Take advantage of this and make easy work of them. Around the corner, don't miss the chest for extra arrows. If you overshot the chest, hot tip, simply hit the cart with recall and you can rewind yourself to where you want to be without any leftover momentum. Pretty handy. Continuing along the rail to its end, you'll find a mechanism that spins minecarts on the rail, saving you from having to ultra hand every ride you take through the temple. Although I ran into a few situations where rotating would pop the fan right off the back end of the cart I was using to get around, so keep all arms, legs, hands, and Zonai devices in the cart while the ride is in motion. Leaving the way we came in, switching the rail will bring you to another blockade and some molten taluses. Anything you used to make platforms in the lava before works perfectly against these boys. Hitting the switch and following the rail across will grant you with a chest of 10 arrows. Heading back across the bridge from where we met the molten taluses, you'll find a switch that lowers the rail ahead, creating a path to a room full of lava. I used a hydrant to create a bridge fairly quickly and easily, leading to the padlock in the rear area. Before you leave, above the padlock gong, you can find a chest with Zonite and a couple of Zonite devices. By destroying the corrupted rock, you can allow a water spout to reach the lava to create an easy way back across. Back at the rail, shoot the trigger to raise the rail to reach the 3rd floor. At the rear of the room, you'll find a construct and a smattering of Zonai devices with a chest with arrows. Near the midpoint of the room on the eastern wall, you can activate the elevator we spotted near the entrance of the temple. Next, let's take a cart on the rails around the northern loop. Reaching the far corner, you'll be able to destroy the corrupted rock, revealing the switch to open a rail back to the platform where you entered the 3rd floor. On this northern corner, though, don't miss the chest across the way with a strong Zonite shield. Ride back across, take your new shortcut, and make your way toward the set of 2 rails heading southwest. Heads up, the rail on the right has a break in the middle, so I slapped a few carts together to bridge the gap and a couple of rockets for extra lift, and oh my god! At the other end of the rail, you'll need to repair the broken bridge in order to create a ramp for Yonobo's ability to break the corrupted rock in the ceiling, causing a makeshift elevator to fall to the floor. Activate recall on the cube and take the ride up to the 5th floor and our 3rd padlock. Make sure to grab the chest on the lower platform to the southwest that's trapped under some metal grates. Near the rail we rode in on, you can activate the switch to open a safe rail back to the main platform of the 3rd floor. To the right of that rail, you'll find some suspended rails, hooks, and carts nearby. Attach a hook to a cart and use the rightmost rail to safely ascend to a chest with a ruby. Back on the 3rd floor, take the shortcut to the far corner and raise the middle rail. This will lead to a chest guarded by a construct and another rail leading up to the 5th floor again. Around back, you can drop down to another rail that leads to a padlock perched above a pool of lava. Destroying the corrupted rock will allow water to hit the lava below, creating another supply of platforms. Get creative with the lava rocks to create a ramp for Yunobo to reach the gong. Once you've activated the padlock, put the gong to your back to find a corrupted rock in the wall. You can probably use most of what you've already created as a bridge for Yunobo here. Or you can use recall and try to be cool and almost die. Ha, that was so close. Why do I do this to myself? Through the busted boulder, ascend and acquire a large Zonai charge from a chest. Dropping down 2 more floors will net you another chest with a Soldier Reaper 3, and dropping all the way down, you'll find a chest with our final padlock. Hit the switch to leave the room, and level design puts you right back where you need to be. It's beautiful! Through the unlocked door, we find Marbled Gohma, Scourge of the Fire Temple. Gohma in Tears of the Kingdom consists of 4 spider-like legs and a central platform-like body with an eyeball perched up top. You can ascend through the platform, but she's fairly quick to bounce you. Your best bet during this phase is to use recall on the corrupted rock she hurls at you in order to stun her, or you can use Yunobo's ability to knock out her legs. Once she's stunned, use Ascend to gain access to the weak spot, the eyeball, and unleash hell. At half health, second phase begins with Gohma leaping to the ceiling. Now you'll have to deal with circles of rocks trapping you. Use recall again to lift the rock out of your way and escape the circle before they explode. Once free, you can use Yunobo's ability to knock out Gohma's legs like in the first phase and wail on her eye. When she's about to recover, you can jump off and get some extra damage in with your bow and whatever bits you want to attach to your arrows, like my excess of Givdo bones. Survive the fight, and you'll be rewarded with a new heart container, as well as Yunobo's Sage ability. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
I'd like nothing more than to smash the Demon King.
You're gonna have to get past Tumblr first.